Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside Out Smile. I'm your host, Dr. Amber Q, and today, despite what's happening in the world, today I'd like to dive into the idea of slow mornings, and I'd like to look at the proverb, Haste is from the devil. What does that mean? What am I talking about? And how am I going to try and transform your mornings? And maybe even your life. Ta-da! Let's get into it. So, I've been thinking about this because basically I had a slow morning. Now, when I say a slow morning, it's quite interesting because I was doing things, but I didn't go straight to the gym as I normally would. And this was because, again, I had a few things to do, but I just didn't feel like rushing. I'm recovering from this sort of a heavy cold thing, and I just wanted to take it easy. And that got me to thinking about how lovely it is to take things easy. I'm sorry, I'm still a bit bunged up, but to take things easy and, just to be slow and intentional. And that's what I did this morning. And it was amazing. Now that got me thinking about the Islamic concept that hastiness and quick action is from shaitan or the devil, except, in a few circumstances. And those circumstances include, feeding a guest and, there are a few other things which you can look up if you would like that. Another one is preparing the deceased when someone has passed away in terms of burying them, and a few other things. But the point is that Islamically, haste is known to be from the devil. And I thought to myself, I wonder if there's something in Christianity about that. And lo and behold, yes, there was. Or yes, there is. And so it really made me think about how it's great because when you're calm, you're just more relaxed, less stressed, less anxious. And let's face it, that's how a lot of us live. And so isn't that amazing that we have the adage? I don't know, is that from Christianity? I feel like, is that a proverb? I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But the point is, when we are rushing, not only do we get stressed and feel anxious, but it also leads to mistakes and missed opportunities. And, because there's no chance to reflect. And also, I feel that, a big cause of unhappiness is mind wandering, because we're always looking at the next thing, aren't we? Always looking at the next thing because we're in such a rush and we don't have time to be present. And when we are present, we appreciate things and we are much happier. And so I think that's the thing. I mentioned my slow morning and I said, I did some things. So it wasn't about just doing nothing. It was about being intentional about the day. So I did a couple of really important things, but I don't know, I just felt so good, I just felt so good and I felt more gratitude. And I feel that, there's so many studies, of course, that do show that being intentional improves our stress, or rather reduces our stress, improves focus, and enhances productivity, right? So Islamically, they're blessings in the early part of the day, the early morning and dawn. And you see that all entrepreneurs and business people also say that that's the best time of the day. It creates space to think, to feel, and to simply be. And so I was just thinking about that. And I wonder whether you would also like to embrace a slow morning, because if you get up just a little bit earlier, you can have a little bit of time to yourself. Whether you are a mother, a father, a student, it doesn't matter. You just have some time to yourself. You can get up, you can stretch, you can journal, or you can just have that cup of tea or coffee more mindfully. And we know that if you look at your phone first thing, that it does kind of disconnect you from the present moment, and it, kind of gets your stress levels up. Whereas if we're calm and we set our intention for the day, if we think about things we're grateful for, it's just going to be so much better. And especially if you sort of incorporate rituals that you love. I've got a friend who basically goes running and cold water or wild swimming in the morning, and she absolutely adores it. And on the days when she does that, which are most days, she starts out grounded, and that helps her to navigate challenges with clarity and calmness. Now, for me, I'm not into the cold water swimming thing, but I will go to an indoor pool or the gym, or just have a walk. Mind you, I've been going to the gym more often rather than having a walk because it's been so cold. But the point is that, that we're just avoiding that whole rush. It doesn't even sound awful when I'm saying it. Rush. I mean, I know this isn't AMSR, but, the point is that we want to try and reclaim the beauty, the depth, the richness of life. And when we're always rushing around, we lose sight of the small, meaningful things that make life great. So I don't know, those are things that I was thinking about. I mean, of course, life is not about perfection, it's about progress. And for me, I really enjoyed my slow morning. It gave me time to think, I was more productive, and normally I think that I do like to get out as quickly as possible, but I really enjoyed today. So I think I'll do it again, God willing. It was fantastic. I loved it. Until the next episode, let's create connection and not just change lives, but save lives.